Bob Upton, author of the book Toxic Charity, lives and works in Atlanta's inner city. Organized by the Office of Creative Ministries, he led a workshop at Manchester United Methodist Church about serving the poor by empowering them. After moving his family into the community that they were serving, he started seeing their charity in a new light. A new realization dawned when he observed firsthand their Adopt a Family for Christmas program.
Of course, the kids were all excited, jumping up and down. The moms were a little reserved, maybe a little embarrassed. But if there was a dad in the household, he just disappeared. He was gone out the back door. And I realized what was happening was that these parents, in front of their own children, were being exposed for their inability to provide. And it was hurting their pride. The moms would endure that indignity for the sake of the kids. But it was more than the dads, the manly pride could handle it. It was as though their impotence was being exposed in front of their wives and kids in their own living rooms. It was killing them. And I had never seen that underside of charity before. And it disturbed me greatly. We had community in mind. We had sharing. We had bearing one another's burdens. That's what we had in mind. But the net effect of our one-way giving produced just the opposite effects. You address a crisis need with a crisis intervention and lives are saved. But if you address a chronic need with an emergency or crisis response, people are harmed. It's a kind of a downwards progression or regression that moves from sharing and delight into a very unhealthy kind of dependency. And I realized that most of our interventions, most of our services were emergency responses to chronic issues. And that's why it was producing toxic results.
The Christmas toy ministry changed to one where parents selected the toys for their children and paid something for them. Those who did not have the money were employed in the ministry so that they could pay. During the workshop and in his book, he outlines how one by one their handling of their clothes closet, food pantry, and other ministries with the poor changed dramatically from ones that bred a harmful dependency to ones that empowered the poor and their entire community. The book Toxic Charity, How Churches and Charities Hurt Those They Help and How to Reverse It, is available online and in bookstores.